How's it going, big man?
How are you, mate?
I'm good, man.
Great to be back. Great to be back.
How you enjoying the sunshine today?
I wasn't.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
We've
waited for summer for ages, my man. It's been cracking flags outside.
Too hot for me, mate.
Eh?
Too hot for me.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
Yeah.
I like it warm, but not this one.
Listen, mate. I had all the fans on in my house. Closed the window curtains.
Yeah.
So that no heat gets in. And yeah. What do you do in this sort of weather? Like, what do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Like,
Tops off.
For what? For me? Well, I don't need my top off.
Oi, oi, oi.
I don't want to be frolicking around
That's
with
it,
my
man.
top off. Just,
That's it.
It's not...
People crashing cars with you with your top off, sunshine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not fair on husbands, you know? It's not... it's not fair.
Lock them up!
It's not fair on the mere mortals.
That's it, mate. Adonis is walking down the street.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be doing that to people.
Mate,
What
do you mean? What do you do in this weather, mate? You enjoy it.
Yeah.
It always puts a bit.
Can't really enjoy
it puts
it.
a smile on people's faces. This type of
Listen,
weather.
London is not created for 30 and above, 30 Celsius and above, or actually 25 and above.
Okay.
You know, it's not created for that.
Yeah, I get
there's
you.
no aircon like
you.
everywhere. There's not. It's just not. It's not for it. Even when you go down in like the subway and the tubes, like it's just muggy in there, sweaty. It's just not. It's not created for warm weather. You know. I know. I feel.
Come on, mate. Come on.
I've got to brighten up, you know.
Yeah. It's been windy. It's been raining. We're in
prefer
July,
it.
and
I
we're
prefer
just
it.
starting to see a bit of a bake, right?
I love the English weather.
Yeah.
I like the unpredictability of it.
I don't. I like to know what I'm getting, mate. I like to know when I walk out my front door in the morning in a pair of shorts, I'm not going to get soaked by lunchtime.
It does feel there is a different bounce in your step when it is sunny, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Everybody's got a smile. Everybody's in a better mood.
Yeah, everyone is in a better mood. So yeah, on that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I understand it, but I just can't tolerate it. It's not good for me. You know. It's too hot.
Listen, I've got a couple of little bits that I want to bring into the show this evening. First and foremost, we're going to talk a bit about Manchester United, and I'm going to talk about the cost of football, season ticket prices. Right? Do you know why I'm bringing this up?
You always bring it up.
I do
You've got a problem with this.
I do get. Listen,
and kits and
I have a
ticket
problem,
prices
mate,
and football kits. That's your thing.
Do not get me started, right, on football kits from, let's just say, football clubs. This only happens in the Premier League, this, right?
3 different kits.
Well, but for the home kit. No, I'm not talking about all different kits for like home, away, and third kit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about certain Premier League clubs having 3 different versions of their home kit. So you can get a version which costs you this, but it doesn't look anything like what the players are going to be wearing when it comes to match day. So if you've got a kid and the kid wants to look like their favourite player, but Dad, I want the proper one. Well, the proper one's double the price, man. You know what I mean? The proper one's got some badges on the arm. Jog on.
Do you know what it's like? It reminds me of like football boots. Like you got the ones that we wear, and the professionals. Yeah. Then they've got a different version to that. Yeah. And you go down to Sports Direct, and they got a different version to that, and it gets cheaper and cheaper, and the material that's used, you can see that it's like going to tear after
fans are getting mugged off. Now, the reason why I bring this up, right, is because I have a list here of Premier League season ticket prices, okay? Now, I'm going to leave that to one side. I want you to guess now, how much is a season ticket at my club, Blackburn Rovers? How much is a season ticket for someone who is under 12?
How much it should be, or how much is it?
You guess, mate. Guess, mate. Now, bear in mind, right, we're a club in the Championship. Listen, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, Blackburn Rovers fans, if you're listening to the show. We're probably going to be fighting a relegation battle, right? It is the way it is.
Season ticket, okay.
Season ticket for an under 12.
For an under 12. It should be about 200 quid, isn't it?
Should be about 200 quid, right?
Yeah, is it not?
No.
What is it?
£23.
Is it?
£1 a game.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What do you mean that makes sense? I think that is an unbelievable deal to encourage kids, right? Especially with everything that we're experiencing right now with this cost of living and all this, right? Football's that release at the end of the week. Yeah. Relationships are built up football. People, mums and dads, kids, going to the football on a Saturday afternoon. Some of my greatest memories of a kid would be with my dad watching Blackburn actually be good, right? Yeah. To be able to take your kid to football, and with all due respect to these Premier League sides, you're completely outpricing a lot of working class families.
You're right.
They can't go to the games, or they've got to save up all year, and they might get one game in to go watch their heroes. For that, for a grown adult at Blackburn, I know it's Blackburn Rovers, right? But for a grown adult to pay 200 quid for their season ticket, and then it only costs to take your kid to every single game 23 quid. Listen, man, I give that a massive round of applause because that's not. That for me is exactly what football should be. You should be encouraging families to be going to the game. That's what you should be doing.
And it should be like that. Like I remember Kids for Quids is unbelievable. It's a great gesture from a club, especially if the parent is a season ticket holder as well. It comes in handy, so you can take your kids to the game and enjoy it as a family. And that's what we need to encourage. We need to encourage kids supporting their team and being. And the clubs being accessible to them, because that's it's a massive thing, and it takes. Do you know what it is? It just gives them a direction in life to join the tribe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what
a positive tribe.
A positive,
a positive.
But
tribe.
That's what you want to encourage, and if you can do that for these kids, it's amazing, and every club should be following suit.
Yeah. Now, obviously, with the Premier League season tickets, they come out. I'm looking here. The cheapest ticket at Arsenal, 1,073 quid. The cheapest.
Wow.
That's adult. This is adult, not kids. Okay. So cheapest adult season ticket for this season, 1,073 quid. Tottenham, 856. Chelsea, 810. Liverpool, 713. These are the cheapest adult season tickets that you can get your mitts on. Obviously, they go up and up and up and up. I just think we're outpricing fans, real fans. I know that there's tons of money in Premier League. They're making boatloads off international deals and television rights and various things like that. I just think that they could reconsider the cost of entry, because long gone are the days where a Premier League club relies on gate fees in order to survive. You get to the Premier League and you're making serious bank because of the television revenues, the international revenues, being a part of the Premier League, all these types of sponsorships and what have you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying let people in for free. That's not what I'm saying. But over 1,000 quid for your cheapest season ticket. How much is your most expensive season ticket?
Cheapest one as well.
Come on, guys. Come on, have a little bit of a think.
What position in the stadium would that be? That was you have to put that into factor as well.
Exactly.
Might be up in the heavens.
And I know that. Listen, it's supply and demand. I've no doubt there's loads of people that want to go to an Arsenal game, and rightfully so. You play some great stuff. You've got some great footballers, of course. Get it completely. But come on, you're outpricing a lot of families there to be able to go to a game of football, whether it be on a day-by-day basis or whether it be for a full season. Let us know if you've got some deals going on. 03717 22 33 44. Cost of football at your gaff. How much is it? Come on, let's have some positive tales, because I'm sure there are some clubs up and down the country that are doing some wicked deals this season and getting you to your various games. So 03717 22 33 44. Regarding Man United, because I want to talk about them. Over the last few years, would you agree that they've been a bit of a shambles when it comes to the transfer market?
Yeah, definitely.
Whether it be the players that they play, whether it be the way that they do the business, the money that they're paying for it, they've been shocking, haven't they?
Yeah, the way I look at it, it's like they just had no direction. They was just basically just seeing a player and going, do you know what? Is he gettable? I'm going to go and get him. But no regard to what the manager actually needs and the direction he wants to go in. It was just getting names in, and didn't seem like there was a real plan on who they were signing and why they were signing that player. I remember Casemiro rocked in, and I thought, do you know what? Casemiro, that's a great signing, isn't it? Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
But
on paper,
yeah. And he done one good year, and then it just kind of fell off after that. I don't know what happened after it. So that was, now it looks like a bad signing. Then you got other, like even the Wan-Bissaka one. I remember Wan-Bissaka going there. I was thinking that's a decent signing, but they hardly nurtured him, did they? And he had potential to go on and to be one of the best right backs, but he hasn't kind of developed there either. And I see certain scenarios on how they sign players. I think their best signing was Bruno Fernandes for quite some time.
Yeah.
When you look at it, and then there was a load of stopgap signings as well. I remember that one, Igalo. Like, that was weird as well. Like, there was just like no direction. It was just like, I just didn't get it sometimes. But do you know what? I think what they've done now, the Ineos group's come in.
Listen,
and they've
changed.
They're restructuring, and it looks like they've got a clear vision of what they want to do. They probably want to bring the average age down of the squad, and look at youth players. So now we're just seeing Euro just signed for them. He's 18 years old. I think he signed for 50 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's that just shows you the intent of where they're trying to go with their signings now, and there's a little bit of logic behind it, and probably they're using software and data now because that's the way games go in, and you can't hide no more. Most of these players, I think gone are the days of agents offering players to teams. It's going to be gone soon. I think everybody's going to be computer led now. Most transfer signings now, like it's going to be all database and datas, and what kind of running does he do? Does he suit our style of play? It's all sorted now.
The attitude of what I've seen over the last 2 to 3 weeks from Manchester United, and as you rightfully point out, right, Ineos Group have come in. So Jim Ratcliffe, he's brought in the likes of Dan Ashworth, the likes of the Jason Wilcoxes of this world, proper football people, right? Now, as I said,
with success behind them, by the way.
Absolutely. Proper football people, tried and tested football people that have got it right elsewhere, and he's brought them in because he believes that they're the best of the best.
Unbelievable.
All right?
Yeah.
Now, United, probably since Sir Alex Ferguson's time came to an end, they've been a bit of a joke when it comes to the transfer market, making daft decisions, spending daft money. You know, like you said, there doesn't seem to be too much of a direction. But look over the last 2-3 weeks, what the noise that has been coming out of Old Trafford, right? First and foremost, you had a situation with the manager.
Yeah.
Up in the air. Is he staying? Is he going? Loads of fans talking about it. Has the FA Cup saved him? All these types of things.
Yeah.
Look at what happened there. Now, fans might not agree with the decision, but they made a decision straight away. Right at the start of the summer, bang, there's our decision. This is what we're doing. There's your stability. We are going forward. You might not like what we've just done, but there's your stability.
Yeah.
Then you have a situation where the reconciliation between Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho. Nobody saw that coming. So there's obviously a different attitude behind the scenes. Maybe somebody said something here, there and everywhere. You've got to listen, we've got to sort this out. He's a top player. We believe that he can do something. Look what he's done at Dortmund.
Got to the Champions League final.
Let's see if we can reconcile that. Now, obviously, I like the noise that has come off the back of that reconciliation. He's back in training. He's doing a bit, and hopefully he's going to be a big player.
I hope so,
for Manchester
Fingers
United
crossed.
in the new season. You've got a couple of other players as well that are coming back into fitness, back into training. The likes of the Malassias of this world, who I thought was a fantastic left back. He missed all of last season.
Yeah.
But look at the business that they're doing.
And they've got young players as well. Look at the young players coming through.
Right. So, Xerxes, right?
Yeah.
You finished the Euros out last season.
Yeah.
That had taken probably about 8 weeks to do.
Yeah.
And it'd drag on and drag on. Faye would be going up. It'd be off. It'd be on.
Yeah.
And then they make a last-minute bid and get it done.
Yeah, they're doing this early.
Done. Signed, sealed. The geezer's in the door. He's signing the contract. He's got the shirt on there. He's at training.
Yeah. Do you know, even the Euro one, right? I think the rumour came out the day before.
Done.
And then the next day he was signed. I was like, wow.
The dude's there on the social media with a shirt on.
I was like, wow.
Now, obviously, people will point towards maybe the Delict thing.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a player of profile. He's at a certain club. There's a bit of back and forth. But the noise from real key people that know a lot more about this than me, that's highly likely to happen.
Yeah, I can see it happening
So
too.
my point is this. Manchester United, over the last, I know it's only a short period of time, 2 to 3 weeks, but it's obviously since the change of, what should I say, Jim Ratcliffe coming in, Dan Ashworth and the gang coming in, they are moving like a proper football club.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.